Are you giving it your all in the gym? But you're just not seeing the results? Then you just clicked on the right video, because in this video I'll explain 5 reasons why this might be the case. Hey guys, it's Sophie from GAINSBYBRAINS and welcome to this week's Training Tip Tuesday. Let's start with reason number 1, and that is that you're not training your muscle groups frequently enough. I know that sounds weird because the title of this video is that you're giving it your all in the gym but you're not seeing results. And my reason number 1 is that you're not training your muscle groups frequently enough. Does that mean that you need to go to the gym more often? No, it does not. It means that you need to change your workout routine. So let's dive into the details of this topic. Muscle protein synthesis, or MPS, is basically the process of building muscle mass, and it is responsible for how your body reacts and adapts to training stimulus. For natural athletes, muscle protein synthesis is stimulated after your workout, and then it tops out after approximately 24 hours. It returns almost back to baseline after 36 hours, and then it completely bottoms out after 48 hours. What does that mean exactly? Well, it means that after approximately 48 hours, your body is ready to train that specific muscle group again. If you train that specific muscle group before the 48 hours are over, then that can mean that you're training again before your body is fully recovered, and that can lead to overtraining, and that is definitely not something that we want. Reason number 2 is all about your diet. You know, it just goes hand in hand. Training and nutrition, it's like peanut butter and jelly. Both just reinforce the strength of the other component. I never even had peanut butter and jelly before, so I don't know how it tastes, but I'm just trusting the opinion of the general population that it tastes really, really nice.
Just had the best leg day ever. Oreos, well, I definitely deserve them.
Before moving on, let's be clear, it doesn't mean that you can never have any cookies anymore. Of course you can. It is very important that your diet is enjoyable for you because it needs to be maintainable. Just try to find a balance. If you're working really, really hard in the gym, then it is very important to align your nutrition with it in order to get the optimal results. This means that you need to make sure that you get an adequate amount of protein in, as protein is the building block of your muscles. And if your goal is to lose weight, then focus on eating in a caloric deficit, and this means that you eat less calories on a daily basis than your body needs to maintain its current state, which is why you will lose weight. If you don't feel like tracking your macros, or if you don't want to count your calories, that is perfectly fine. One of the best tips that I have to be in a caloric deficit is to make sure that you clean up your diet. So try to focus on clean, wholesome and nutritious foods, less processed or minimally processed foods, and then you'll probably see a big difference already, because those foods items are usually less caloric dense, meaning that you can eat a whole lot of them for a little amount of calories. And then I would advise you to go by how you feel, how you think you are looking, and if you are feeling better, if you're feeling better about yourself, then you're knowing that you are heading in the right direction. And if your goal is to build muscle in the most optimal way, then I would advise you to eat in a caloric surplus. In one of my first videos I kept saying surplus.
If you want to optimally build muscle, then you need to eat in a caloric surplus.
I don't know why I say it like that, but I am trying to better myself. Eating in a caloric surplus means that you are eating more calories on a daily basis than your body needs to maintain its current state, which is why you will gain weight. It gives your body enough nutrients to build muscle mass. So number 2 is feed your body the right way, the way that fits your goals best, because training and nutrition, it's like peanut butter and jelly. Reason number 3 is that you're either overestimating how many calories you are burning, or that you are underestimating how many calories you are actually eating. For example, whenever you are going on a treadmill and you're like running and you burn a certain amount of calories. However, the amount of calories that the machine or the equipment says that you burn isn't most often the actual amount of calories that you burned, because it just simply cannot take all the relevant factors into consideration. For example, your body composition or how experienced you are to the training session. And regarding underestimating the amount of calories that you are eating, you know that whenever you're pouring a bowl of crisps, for example, or a bowl of cereal, that you're secretly eating something here and there. You know, small things add up. It doesn't really matter as long as you're aware of doing it, and especially if you're looking for a reason why results aren't showing even though you're giving it your all in the gym, then things like this can be very valuable to be aware of.
I feel like having some cereal today. I think that I'm going to have 45 grams. Of course, I have to taste test it before actually eating it. You know, I have to make sure that it's good. 25 grams. Oh, 20 grams.
Reason number 4 is the lack of progressive overload, and this can mean two things, or actually there can be two types of situations. In one situation you keep doing the same things over and over again, and in the other situation you keep doing different things every single training session. Situation number 1, you keep doing the same things over and over again. Progressively overloading your muscles is when you keep making your muscles work harder than they are used to, and that is the reason why they will grow and why they will keep on growing. If you keep doing the same things over and over again, then you will reach a point where your body is adapted to the training stimulus and there is no need for your body to adapt anymore, because you just keep asking the same amount of power, the same amount of energy of your body. So in order to bust through that plateau, you need to switch things up, hit muscles from a different angle, and make sure that you keep on progressively overloading them. Situation number 2 is when you keep doing different things every single session. Now this can be very fun mentally, it can be very challenging mentally, and if you really enjoy it, then I would definitely advise you to keep doing so. However, this video is all about you're giving it your all in the gym. Why are you not seeing results? And if you keep doing different things every single session, then it can be quite difficult to really know whether you are progressively overloading your muscles. Because if you do the same workouts for a few weeks, then you can use your previous training session that hits the same muscle groups as a benchmark. This means that I know that if I squatted 50 kilograms for 10 reps in my previous leg day, then I know that I indeed progressively overloaded my muscles if I'm able to get 11 reps this time. And if I do something different every single session, then that is pretty difficult to pinpoint whether I indeed made progress. So if this is you and you're currently not seeing results and that bothers you, then I would advise you to make a workout routine, to get a workout routine and stick to it for a few weeks. Make sure that you are indeed progressively overloading your muscles and follow the other tips that I just mentioned, and then you will see results. And then the final reason, or reason number 5, and I refer to this as S and S and R, and it stands for sleep and stress and rest and recovery. Going to the gym is very much a physical thing, but it is just as much a mental game. Stress and sleep have a very big influence on your hormonal levels, and this all regulates, or this all has an influence on how your body responds to the training stimulus. If you don't sleep enough, or if your stress levels are really high, then this might interfere in how your body responds to the positive stimulus that you're giving it through the exercise. And the same holds for rest and recovery, because it's very, very important that you give your body the time it needs to heal itself so that it is able to grow. I know that sometimes you want results really, really badly, so you feel like going to the gym every single day and doing cardio every single day next to your weightlifting, or being in a very, very strict caloric deficit that will get you to your goals the fastest. But it can actually lead to overtraining or to damaging your metabolism, which definitely doesn't give you the results long term. So don't just train really hard, but also train smart and pay attention to your rest and recovery, and also make sure that you take good care of yourself outside the gym with getting enough sleep and trying to manage your stress levels a bit. Thank you so much for watching this week's Training Tip Tuesday. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, leave a comment down below with what you would like to see in the upcoming Training Tip Tuesdays, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you will never miss any of my future videos ever again. And then I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.